Is Teespring the right platform for you? Now, I know in many other videos, I talk about spreading yourself across many different platforms. However, I also want you to realize that some platforms just aren't worth the time. And that's what I want to talk about in this video. Is Teespring worth the time for you? So firstly, why do I keep calling it Teespring and not Spring? Well, when you search Google for Spring, literally nothing comes up. I think it's the most ridiculous rebranding ever, and the only way to actually find Spring or Teespring when searching for Spring in Google is to click on their ad right at the top. Now, usually when a company rebrands, it could be because of issues that they previously had that they're trying to escape from, or they fixed, but now they want to come into the world as like a new thing where people don't have all this bad energy towards it. And that, in a way, is very good. And some companies rebrand just because, whatever, they want to rebrand. But I feel with Teespring, they rebranded because of all the bad press they were getting. So much negativity behind Teespring on YouTube, on other social media, and, just in general. And when people rebrand, it's good to know that they're fixing previous problems. But I genuinely feel that Teespring just rebranded to Spring, thinking, let's just escape from all of the bad press, but they didn't actually fix any of the issues. So they've just rebranded to trick people in a way, to kind of, oh, this is a new platform, it's going to be new, it's going to be different, but actually, it's exactly the same. The customer service is still crap. The website loading and glitching still happens all the time. Now, this video is not meant to be a rant video. That whole rant was not meant for this video. It's just, I get caught up in it sometimes. Let's actually get to the meat of this video and find out if Teespring is the right choice for you, or if you should just try other platforms. In terms of t-shirt quality, the t-shirt quality I feel is actually pretty good, and as well as t-shirts, hoodies, and other things that they sell, I find it's quite good. With t-shirts, the price being $10.57 is also very, very competitive when you're comparing it to other platforms around there. Printful's a bit cheaper, around $8, just a bit more than $8, but still around $10.50 is still very, very good for, a print-on-demand base price, considering what's out there. Now, another huge benefit is Teespring's platform is completely free and has everything integrated, from shipping to creating the design to customer service, to literally everything in that one space for you. So it's not a very complicated platform. So that's a huge benefit. So the best way to find out if Spring or Teespring is for you is to find out, does Teespring or Spring actually want you? Who do they market to? Let's have a look at their actual website and see who they're marketing to. It seems that Spring has actually marketed their new platform to influencers, which is kind of like they've shat on all the smaller people who were on Teespring or on Spring, because if you're not an influencer and you don't have an audience, then do they want you? Because they're not marketing to you. All of their marketing efforts are leading to people who have large audiences, who have a face and have, a large following of people. But if you don't have that, is it the right choice for you? So, is this you? Do you have an Instagram fan base? Do you have a Twitter fan base? Maybe a TikTok fan base, or a YouTube big fan base? If you don't have any of those things, then I don't think Teespring or Spring should be for you. And here's the plot twist. Even if you do have those large audiences, I still don't think Spring should be for you. Let me explain. Well, firstly, not only do you need a following, but you need quite a large following. And of that large following, you need them to be quite passionate fans to get them to actually buy a t-shirt from you or buy something from you. It's not easy selling to your audience. I'm actually about to start reading a book called Superfans by Pat Flynn, but just as I was going to start reading it, my wife stole the book from me and she read it. So I haven't actually got to it yet, but I am planning on reading that book, and that book tells you all about building a group of super fans, which hopefully one day you could actually sell to, which is great when it comes to print on demand. I want to say, if you do fall into the category of having a large fan base, you're probably making more than $50 from that fan base. That would be a fair judgment in my opinion, right? Now, if you're making more than $50 from that fan base already, Why would you go to Teespring when you can go to Shopify and that $50 covers the cost of Shopify and more, right? And then not only that, you're making more profit margin. Not only are you making more profit margin, but you have full control of your website, you have full control of your customers, you have a lot more scalability, you can do a lot more with it. It can be a blog as well as a print on demand site. It could be so many different things. So why would you go for Teespring? Why would you limit yourself if you've already got a huge following? It just doesn't make any sense. There are so many platforms out there like Shopify, Squarespace. I've just started experimenting with Zyro. There are so many other platforms out there. It just doesn't make sense in my mind to limit yourself to Teespring. Because even having a large, super large audience does not guarantee you getting sales. And I want to give you an example of a very popular YouTuber that goes by the name Graham Stephan. Okay, he is, if you have never heard of him, check him out. He's an amazing YouTuber. And at the time when he started merch for his YouTube channel, he does a business channel, a bit similar to me, but more, investing and real estate and stock market focused. But he decided he was going to try merch. And at 314,000 subscribers, he set up a shop. Now, funnily enough, he was actually going to use Teespring. He looked into using Teespring, but he decided against it and went to Shopify with Printful integration, which just makes so much sense because it is the better choice of the two.
And now for the moments you've all been waiting for. How much money do I actually make from doing all of this?
In Graham's first month, when he had 314,000 subscribers with his print-on-demand store, he made $585. Now, in your first month, that should be your biggest month. And for someone who has over 300,000 subscribers to make $585 in the first month is pretty terrible. And that was his best month. It only went downhill from there. The next couple of months he made like 280, 250, 150. One month he actually lost money, which is ridiculous when you think about it.
That means in total, so far for 2019, I have made $2,028.73 selling merch.
And 10 months later after starting, he had over 1 million subscribers. That's 1 million subscribers, and he still can't break $2,500 with the print on demand store. Now, this is not bashing Graham Stephan, right? What I'm trying to tell you is it doesn't matter how passionate or how large your audience is, because he has a large, passionate fan base. It doesn't matter. It is always going to be hard to sell print on demand. So don't just think, oh, I have a great, huge fan base, I'm going to immediately be able to sell my t-shirts, which is why I don't understand Teespring's marketing just going for people with a fan base, because just because you have a fan base, it doesn't mean you're going to be good at selling. I genuinely think if you're a good marketer, you're going to be good at selling, or maybe a really, really good artist, but I still think there's an element of marketing that you just need to be good at. Of course, I'm not, talking about the Logan Pauls and the Mr. Beasts and those people who obviously are selling millions in merch, but they're not doing it through Teespring. They have their own website set up, right? So I think they're targeting not the micro influencers and not the big influencers. They're kind of targeting the middle ground, people with a few 100,000 subscribers. So if that's not you, then maybe this isn't for you. And that little anecdote I just told you wasn't to put you down or tell you can't succeed, but I just wanted to, give you a reality check and tell you some people who have hundreds and if not millions of subscribers still can't hack it with print on demand. It's not easy, even with an audience. So don't ever think it is. Seeing as Teespring actually removed the marketplace, the fact that they get around 12 million visits every single month, unique visits every single month, it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Because those people are visiting individual shops or they're just sellers selling their own stuff. So because you're not on the marketplace, literally the only way for you to get sales is to drive traffic, either through Facebook ads, Instagram audience, YouTube audience, something like that. So who is Spring for? Spring is for the individual who has quite a large following, who cannot be bothered with the whole setup and just wants a plug and play situation where they upload some designs that they probably had a designer create for them, and then they can just quickly put that on a cart at the bottom of their YouTube channel or link it in their Instagram bio. They don't want to have to worry about the hassle of Shopify and customers and all of these other things, reviews, cart abandonment apps, emailing customers. They just want a very, very simple plug and play option. That is who Spring is for, in my opinion, obviously. If you don't care about repeat customers or keeping existing customers happy or offering them a super wide range of products, then Spring is perfect for you, right? If you're just looking for a simple solution to add a couple of products and monetize your existing audience, then by all means go for Spring. So let me know in the comments, is that you? Do you have an audience and you want a simple plug and play option and you can't be bothered for the hassle of building a website or building a Shopify store and managing it? You just want to upload designs and just bombard your audience with t-shirts. If that's you, then Spring is perfect for you. I have 2 questions for you to end this video. Is Spring for you? And if it is, which platform are you going to send traffic from to get sales? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, thank you so much for watching. I didn't want this video to kind of put you off print on demand or Teespring or Spring or whatever. I just wanted to give you a reality check and tell you if you don't fit into that category of person, then maybe you should look at other platforms that will suit you better.